The whisper. He walked alone at dawn. No crowd. No noise. Only a voice that felt close, steady, and sure. The voice spoke like someone who saw straight through him. The words landed with weight, not force. Stop showing off. The voice did not accuse. The voice warned. He felt exposed, because he knew he spent many days trying to be seen. He shaped his steps to please eyes that did not stay long. He chased attention that faded after a few moments. The whisper reached him before he defended himself. Do not empty your heart for applause. He stopped walking. He felt something stir in him, a tension between who he wanted to be and who he had been. This was the first spark in his journey. The hidden hunger. He knew why the warning touched him. He wanted others to notice him. He wanted them to say he mattered. That desire felt small at first, then it grew until he obeyed it. The whisper now felt like a mirror that showed what he tried to hide. If something is good, let it live without noise. The voice did not shout. It drew him in. He felt a hunger inside him. Not hunger for food. Hunger for approval. He felt afraid because he knew this hunger would guide him into trouble if he did not face it. The weight of eyes. He pictured the crowd. All the people he tried to impress. He remembered the moments he stood taller when they watched him, and how he shrank when they looked away. Do not build your soul around the eyes of others. The voice spoke again. He felt the truth. He felt the cost. He knew the weight of eyes had shaped his actions. He did things that pleased them, not things that helped him rise. He wanted freedom. He feared what freedom demanded. The search for enough. He thought about his possessions. Clothes. Devices. Comforts he chased for a sense of worth. The voice cut through the noise in his mind. If you own things, protect your heart so they do not own you. He felt pulled in two directions. One side of him said he needed more. The other side reminded him of the times he reached the thing he wanted, only to feel empty again. Be content when your needs are met. He looked at the sky. He breathed in. He asked himself if he ever admitted that he already had enough for today. The answer shook him. The drift. He saw the danger. The moment you need things to feel respected is the moment you drift away from yourself. He remembered all the times he crossed that line without noticing. The whisper grew firm, almost like a hand on his shoulder. Step back when your heart starts to shift. He felt fear rise. He wondered if he had drifted too far. The fear grew because he knew the drift did not happen at once. It happened quietly. The mirror of comparison. He felt pain in his chest as the whisper spoke about comparison. When you measure your life against others, you lose sight of your path. He saw flashes of moments where he scrolled through the lives of others and felt behind. He forgot every small victory because he only saw what he lacked. You harm your peace when you chase someone else's pace. He closed his eyes. He remembered times he felt grateful until he looked at someone else. That memory cut deep. The test of extra. He walked toward a quiet valley. The whisper continued. When you have more than you need, do not grip it. He knew what that meant. He knew he held on to extra things because they made him feel secure. He felt fear at the idea of letting go. If someone around you struggles and you can help, help. Do not stall. He felt this one in his bones. He thought about the moments he hesitated, waiting for perfect timing. The voice exposed the truth. Perfect timing never came. The shadow called pride. He heard another warning. Pride hides behind many faces. He froze. Pride scared him because he never recognized it in the moment. Sometimes pride whispers that you need approval. Sometimes it shows up when you compare yourself and feel superior. He sensed a shadow inside him. Pride was not loud. Pride was subtle. Pride shaped him without his consent. Stay aware. Pride grows when unchallenged. The tension in his chest grew stronger. The dangerous moment to speak. The whisper slowed. Learn when silence protects you. He felt his stomach tighten. He remembered moments when anger pushed him to speak before he thought. He caused trouble in times he could have paused. Wait when emotions rise. Waiting gives you sight. He breathed deep. He knew this warning held truth. His worst mistakes came from fast words. The silence before damage. He saw memory. His own voice raised. His own face tense. A wound formed because he reacted instead of thinking. Silence keeps you from scars that words create. He felt humbled. He wanted to train himself to pause. The journey ahead asked for control, not force. Boundaries of the heart. The whisper shifted to love. Love matters, but love needs lines. He felt a sting. He cared for people so deeply that he forgot himself. You can protect your heart and still love. He wanted to believe that. He feared losing people if he set limits. The whisper did not soften. Love does not ask you to disappear. Lines that keep you whole. He saw faces of people who drained him. People he kept because he feared loneliness. You are allowed to step back when someone harms you. His throat tightened. He felt guilt. He felt relief. He felt the truth. Saying no does not make you heartless. This line went straight to the place where he always felt responsible for others, even when they broke him. The sting of voices. The whisper moved to the topic of criticism. People will speak against you no matter what you do. He knew this pain. He carried memories of harsh words. Some speak from care. Some speak from their own wounds. He felt his spine straighten. He needed to learn to separate truth from noise. The first taste of rejection. He felt another memory rise, one that cut deep. Someone once turned away from him during a moment he expected support. The rejection stayed inside him for years. Rejection hurts, but rejection does not always mean you failed. He breathed slowly. He needed to accept this truth. Some people cannot walk the path you walk. The wound that follows you. The whisper moved lower, almost gentle. Rejection feels sharp because you hope for connection. He felt this. He felt it often. Do not shrink from your path because someone stepped away. He felt something shift inside him. A small push towards strength. A small promise that his journey would grow him, not break him. He stood in silence. The path stretched out before him. He knew this was only the beginning. The slow work of forgiveness. He walked deeper into the valley. The whisper spoke again, steady and calm. Forgiveness grows slowly. He felt resistance in his chest. He remembered people who hurt him. He felt old anger rise. Forgiveness is not saying the pain was fine. He looked at his hands. They felt heavy. Forgiveness begins when you notice the cost of holding the hurt. He remembered nights when he replayed past moments. He remembered the drain he felt afterward. The whisper revealed the truth. He was the one paying for what others did. The chains you do not see. He stepped forward. The air felt colder. When you refuse to forgive, the past travels with you. His eyes burned. He knew this was true. He carried old wounds across new days. Your reactions change. Your trust changes. Your patience changes. He lowered his head. He saw how old pain shaped how he treated people who did nothing wrong. These chains grow without sound. His heart ached. He wanted freedom. He feared the work it required. The turning point. He reached a quiet stream. The water moved slowly. Forgiveness is choosing to stop letting the past set the tone of your steps. He felt a shift inside him. Not a sudden release, but a small opening. You are saying, this hurt me, but it will not shape who I become. He breathed out. This was the turning point. The moment where he faced the truth that strength did not come from holding the pain. It came from letting go so he could walk forward. The quiet good. The whisper changed direction. Do good, even when no one sees. He felt the weight of this guidance. He remembered times he helped others so they would praise him. The whisper cut through that pattern. Goodness does not need an audience. He looked at his hands again. They felt lighter. Help those who need help. Help without delay. Help without waiting for applause. The idea settled into him. He felt drawn toward a simpler way of living. The unseen moments. He walked until the valley opened. The whisper pointed to the moments no one notices. Who you are when you are alone shapes your life more than public moments. He thought about how he treated others when tired. He thought about what he said when no one could hear. These small choices build the person you become. He felt humbled. He felt pushed to rise. Character forms when no one is watching. He knew this would be one of the hardest parts of the journey. The small thanks. The whisper began to soften. Do not wait for rare victories to show thanks. He looked at the sky. Thank God for simple things. He felt a quiet thread of warmth inside him. He overlooked many things each day. Thank him for breath, time, help, protection, clarity. He felt his shoulders relax. He understood how much he missed by expecting life to always be grand. Gratitude keeps your heart steady. A deep truth settled inside him. The ordinary day that saves you. He walked on a narrow road now. The whisper continued. Most days will feel ordinary. He thought about the long stretches of his life that felt unimportant. These ordinary days hold your stability. He felt surprised by how true this felt. Thank God for meals, rest, strength to finish the day, a safe return home. His eyes burned again. He overlooked these things for too long. Gratitude protects you from drowning in problems. A quiet peace spread through him. The prayer that holds you. The whisper turned toward prayer. Do not wait for trouble to speak to God. He nodded. He understood how often he prayed only when afraid. Pray when you feel lost. Pray when you feel grateful. Pray when you do not know the next step. He breathed out slowly. Your words do not need to be impressive. A small smile touched his face. Prayer keeps your heart anchored. He felt that anchor settle into him. The help you did not know you needed. The path led him toward a wide field. You are not expected to carry all these lessons with your own strength. He felt shock at those words. He thought he needed to do everything alone. You were never asked to walk this path without help. His breath caught. God gave you help. He felt the air shift. Something holy lingered near. The work of the helper. The whisper grew deeper. The Holy Spirit walks with you. He froze. He felt the presence like a warm weight inside his chest. The Spirit reminds you when you forget. Tears rose in his eyes. The Spirit softens your heart when your guard grows high. He felt seen. He felt held. The Spirit brings clarity when your mind feels crowded. He pressed his hand to his chest. Something inside him stirred in a new way. The change you never forced. He stepped forward as the whisper continued. You do not transform yourself by force. He felt tension lift from his shoulders. Make room. God does the work. He stayed still. He let the words settle. Ask for help when your thoughts feel tangled. He took that as a personal call. Ask to be corrected with kindness. Ask for patience, humility, and strength. He felt relief wash over him. This journey did not depend on his perfection, only on his willingness. The path that opens. The valley began to rise. A new path opened before him. When you walk with the Spirit, you will notice change. He felt cautious hope. Old habits lose power. Your steps grow steady. He wanted that steadiness. This is how real growth forms, slowly and honestly. He nodded. The journey ahead felt clearer. The steady heart. He reached a point where the ground leveled. Take each day one step at a time. He inhaled. Stay thankful. Keep praying. He exhaled slowly. Trust that God works in you even when you feel nothing. These words shook him. He often doubted himself when he felt no progress. Growth does not always feel loud. His chest tightened in a good way. He felt hope. The promise you walk with. He stood at the top of a ridge. The sky spread wide. You are not walking alone. He felt this truth settle deep. God is working even in quiet moments. He let the wind touch his face. Your heart will grow stronger. Your path will grow clearer. He closed his eyes. Rise. Walk forward. Trust the one who guides you. The whisper faded, but the strength remained. The final call to rise. He opened his eyes. The journey stretched far ahead. He did not feel fear now. He felt ready. He stepped forward with a steady heart.